Good evening. I'm YAMO. Tonight, we examine Operation Ajax, a covert intervention that reshaped Iran's political trajectory and stands as a defining case study in how Western power dismantled a functioning sovereign state while later reframing the outcome as necessary or inevitable. This story matters because it reveals how modern instability is often manufactured, not inherited. What is described as chaos in the Middle East frequently traces back to deliberate external disruption justified through selective storytelling and strategic silence. In the early 1950s, Iran was not a failed state. It was a constitutional monarchy with an elected Prime Minister, Mohammad Mossadegh, who came to power through legal parliamentary processes. His central policy was economic sovereignty, the nationalization of Iran's oil industry, which had long been controlled by British interests through the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. This was not radicalism, it was lawful statecraft, aligned with international norms of self-determination. The response from the West was not negotiation, but subversion. In 1953, the United States and the United Kingdom orchestrated Operation Ajax, a covert campaign involving intelligence agencies, media manipulation, bribery of officials, engineered street unrest, and the delegitimization of Iran's democratic institutions. The objective was clear: remove Mossadegh and reinstall the Shah as an unchallenged autocrat who would align Iran's resources and policies with Western strategic and corporate interests. The public justification was equally clear and equally misleading. Mossadegh was portrayed as unstable, incompetent, and dangerously close to communism. These claims were amplified through newspapers, diplomatic cables, and later academic narratives, despite the absence of evidence that Iran was on the brink of a communist takeover. Once again, selective framing replaced structural analysis. What followed was not stability, but repression. The Shah's restored regime ruled through secret police, censorship, and systematic suppression of dissent, backed materially and politically by Western powers. Iran's political development was frozen, its institutions hollowed out, its civil society constrained. The long-term consequence was predictable: resentment, radicalization, and eventually, revolution. Yet the dominant Western narrative rarely centers this sequence. Instead, Iran's later hostility toward the West is often presented as irrational or ideological, divorced from the documented reality of foreign intervention. The coup is minimized, reframed, or omitted altogether. The structural damage caused by Operation Ajax is treated as background noise, while its consequences are foregrounded as inherent flaws of Iranian society. The mechanism here mirrors other historical cases. Control over information through archives, education, media, and diplomatic language allowed the intervention to be sanitized. Economic extraction was recast as security policy. Regime change was framed as stabilization. Sovereignty was treated as expendable. Understanding Operation Ajax is not about assigning abstract blame. It is about recognizing causality. When democratic systems are dismantled by external force, the resulting instability is not accidental. It is the outcome of deliberate decisions made in pursuit of power and profit, and later obscured through narrative control. Today, the legacy remains. Iran's strained relations with the West, its suspicion of foreign intentions, and its internal political rigidity cannot be understood without acknowledging the moment its democratic path was forcibly closed. Historical amnesia does not produce better policy, it produces repetition. The broader lesson is this: history is not merely what happened, but what is allowed to be remembered. And when power writes the record, truth often survives only in the margins. For History Watch, I'm YAMO.